the simple things in life. Either it does or doesn't feel right. It's the simple things in life. Come on, baby, let's ride.
Friday. So I am heading to the church's women's retreat. Really didn't sleep that much last night because I slept when I didn't feel good. I slept almost 6 hours. And I'm trying to figure out, why did I just come the way that I just came? Because the garbage truck, they just picked up our trash. And I should have known better that they were going to be on our part of the... But anyways, so yeah, I headed to the women's to meet up with the other ladies from the church to head to Sandestin. I'll definitely take photos. Our beaches are gorgeous, needless to say. But Sandestin, like, the closer you go that way, it's amazing water. So I'm gonna stop and get breakfast. We're supposed to stop and have lunch because it takes us 2 hours to get there. We're an hour 45, so you might as well say 2 hours because I'm not sure. A lot of people are still trying to get back to Panama City from the storm, and you know, what are you doing? So this, like, get off of your freaking phone. People always, like, never pay attention at this doggone stop sign. He on his phone and he's just creeping out. And I'm like, hello, I'm right there. Yes, I'm on my phone, but I'm paying attention. Jeez. So, anyways, a lot of people are still trying to get back home. And this is a route that they could take. There's like two or three routes I think you can to get to Panama City. So I'm praying that we don't get any of that crazy traffic. Check into the hotel is not till 4. So I'm just praying for God's strength, and I know this will be a wonderful event and retreat, and I needed to, you know, restore and renew my soul, to bring myself closer to God and to believe in some breakthroughs. And it's just time. Like, I went through the last church we were at, like, church hurt, and I've kind of like just sit back and not served or done anything that I know God has for me to do, and I was pretty much being disobedient. But at first we were like, well, we're just gonna sit and get replenished, because we were doing youth ministry, and you know, sometimes you need to be refilled if you're pouring out into people, you know, all the time. So that a couple months of being, you know, sitting down turned into a couple years. So I need to get back on my game. I did sign up to start ushering, or not ushering, a greeter. So I'm excited about that because I used to do that also at my old church. So yeah, but I'll come back and with some more footage, I guess, once we get closer to being there, because tonight's session I think starts at 7, and then we're going to do communion on the beach. So that will be exciting. And then they have like this big party for teenagers, or 12 years old to 18 or 19, for the young women. So I thought that was pretty super awesome. I think if we have anybody, we may have like one teenager that's actually, or there's my book bag, teenager or child that's actually attending. And we have a lot of youth, but it is a school day, so a lot of parents probably didn't want their kids to miss school, you know. So All right, let me come back.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me for me. Way back on Calvary, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power, for it reaches to the highest mountain, and it flows to the lowest valley. Oh yes, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power. Amen.
Our last day. Hey guys, so it's about 5:14 on Saturday evening, and we're finally done with the conference, heading back home. I'm so excited. Like I said, we carpooled, so I just got, my car, and I'm heading home. I didn't drive down to Destin or whatever, but the conference was life-changing. I'm so glad I got to go, and I kicked myself that I never went before, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, it was a lot of breakthrough moments. I do have some footage, not a whole lot. I didn't, I was trying to really focus and be in the word and not really record as much. But we really enjoyed ourselves. I think it was over at 1 something, and then we ate at a pretty popular Irish pub, a restaurant, and then we drove on back in. So it's been raining the whole time, coming home. So your girl, as soon as I get to the house, I will be taking a shower and just going to sleep, because I really want to go to church tomorrow, but my body is so tired. You can see it in my face. I'm in a lot of pain. I didn't, because I was like, oh, well, I'm only going overnight, so I don't need to take my whole medicine bottle and all of that stuff. And I probably should have burned my pain cream, and I didn't. So, sitting for that many hours, because, last night, it started, meet and greet and coffee. It was at, 6 last night. And then the service started at 7, and it didn't end until 9:30. And then from 9:30, we went to communion on the beach. And so it was very draining. And then this morning, we got up at 7 to go downstairs to be able to eat breakfast. And meet and greet coffee was at 8. The session started at 9, ended at 1. And it was just a lot. So it was a lot to be crammed in a one night type of, stay one night type event, even though it's 2 days, but it was just a lot. And I was like, well, why won't they just make it a 3-day event? At least they'll give you 3 days to halfway kind of enjoy the area and the beach for people that maybe have never seen the beach or whatever. But I don't feel like unless you got there a day early, or you stayed out over, you really didn't get to enjoy what, that beautiful beach had to offer. But I miss my husband, so I'm kind of glad to be back home, but I really needed it, to renew my spirit and all of that, lovely stuff. So I'm my voice is cracky. I've been cold. I feel like I have the flu. And as we know, when our body hits that zero amount of energy left, you're in a flare. I have a jacket on right now because I've been freezing, and I know that means hey, you need to get some rest, because last night I think we made it back to the hotel at 11:30 midnight, and then I dozed off till 1:30. Then God woke me up, and I was praying and reading scripture and doing stuff like that, and we didn't go back to sleep until 3:30, because we were all in the room just talking about God and stuff, and then having to get back up. So for the lupus world, it was very difficult, but I just kept praying God, give me strength, because I really need this, because I missed out on so many church events due to my illness, and I really liked for tomorrow. So I'm in order for me to, Lord's will for me to be there tomorrow, I've got to go home and go to bed early, or be in the bed. At least my body is resting, even if I may not fall asleep. But I'm pretty sure that I will be falling asleep with no problems. But I didn't have any more pain medication, to take, which was kind of difficult on how I was feeling, because I felt like if I would have had one more pill, because I wasn't driving, it would have been kind of out of my system if I would have took it earlier this morning, but I didn't have it. So lesson learned. I'm just gonna have to take my pills wherever I go and not do what I did, or at least put a couple days worth. And normally, like if I'm going like out of town, like in a different state, you know, that's different, I always pack my actual pill bottle and medicine and stuff. But since it was overnight, and I didn't want to I already had my overnight bag as well as like a book bag, so I really didn't have a whole lot of room to put my actual medicine bag or extra bottles. Like it wouldn't have worked. So I know I went against my own rules when it comes to packing and traveling, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Or I should have just packed the few bottles that I was going to take and be done with it, you know, and have them at the bottom of the bag or something. But that is it. So I'll probably try to come back tomorrow.